just told me that what this was a therapy session and not a hosting gig. Welcome to the Mom Thread. I'm Laura Bell Bundy. You may know me from Broadway or television, but more recently, I became a mom to my son, a toddler, Huck. Today, we're talking about New Year's resolutions, and I've got an awesome group of moms here today. Let's introduce them. Tamika, you're a performer, and you live in Nashville, and you're also a mom. We have a lot in common. Can you tell me a little bit about what type of performing that you do?
I'm with the Nashville Opera here in Nashville. I also sing the national anthem for the hockey team here, the Nashville Predators, as well as for the soccer team here. And yes, being a mom means busy.
So Laura, I heard that you are a new mom. How has the transition been for you?
Honestly, it's been a lot. I'm a new mom to a 10-month-old. He was born in February. His name is Joaquin. I think the learning curve is quite steep. Like at the beginning, it's just like everything. And I'm finally feeling like, okay, I'm breathing, forming habits, routines. So I'm excited to, continue with this and talk to you guys about New Year's because I have a lot of thoughts about my new year.
Tran, You've been on the Mom Thread a few times now, and you have given us a lot of fun facts. What is one that we haven't heard about you?
As organized as I look in this house, I'm totally not ready for the holidays. I feel like I need more time. I don't know if anyone has said they want a longer 2021, but that's me.
Yes, I actually feel you on that. But your house looks amazing. Whatever is, I just have like a stone wall back here. Okay. So now let's get into New Year's.
It only happens once a year, New Year's Eve. Okay.
What kind of New Year mom are you? Number one, the clean slate. The new year is a clean slate for you. It's the time to let go of bad habits and focus on personal growth in whatever way that means for you. Number two, the nothing's changed mom. January 1st is just another day in your household. Even if you set resolutions, it's just like any other goal. And the time of the year doesn't really make it special. The resolutions all around mom. Setting New Year's resolutions is a family affair in your household. Everyone has to have them, including the kids. And the changing of the year gives you the perfect excuse to nudge your kids just a little bit further along. So let's celebrate. The new year is the time to celebrate the past and the future, and it's important for you to raise a glass to last year, good or bad, because you know you grew from it anyways.
I'm definitely resolutions all around. Like actually get together for dinner and everyone has to have a list, a word of intent for the year. I chime in and I give them my suggestions as well.
Is there any specific thing that you would like your children to work on?
Definitely being more mindful of helping out. Like they do a great job of, I say, can you take out the trash? Can you da-da-da-da? But they don't seem to think like, oh, there are dishes in the sink. I should go ahead and take it upon myself to do those things and not wait for somebody to tell me or create a list for me.
I feel like I'm quite the opposite of you. I like let's celebrate. That's the one that resonated with me the most. And it's more about this idea of like the past is wonderful, good or bad, which is where it resonated with me the most. And the future is also going to be wonderful, good or bad. But my whole thing is sustainability. This whole idea of like new year, new slate, and clean thing, everything's, so like strict and in a box is really difficult for me to kind of adhere to because it doesn't feel sustainable.
So what's something that you would celebrate from 2021?
So definitely becoming a mom is the biggest celebration of 2021. I'm also celebrating me as a multifaceted female woman because that's the thing I'm celebrating and also struggling with in the last year where it's like I don't want everything to be just about him. And I love him to pieces and he's the best thing. But also I am incredible and I'm amazing and I always was and I had been for 1 years before he arrived and I don't want to lose that.
Yes. Laura, it gets better.
Okay, good.
It really does.
It's been overwhelming, I have to be completely honest.
I felt like I lost myself. I think you do have to take a moment to commit to doing things for yourself. Tamika, what kind of New Year's resolution mom are you?
Well, I'm a combination. Well, let's celebrate resonated because of honoring the past. And then the clean slate because we are starting. It is a sense of starting fresh.
So what are you honoring from the last year, celebrating or acknowledging that caused growth, whether it be good or bad?
I'm celebrating and honoring awareness. When you're not aware, you remain the same. And so even though I have a lot of things I still want to change and work on, the fact that I'm becoming aware of those shortcomings, I would say, I can actually change some things in my life. So that's exciting to be more aware.
So, well, I think, Tamika, you and I are very much similar in the way that we would define ourselves for New Year's. I think it's important for us, especially as moms, when we are really juggling it all. There's so many things on the to-do list. It's important to acknowledge the moments where you nailed it.
Yeah.
And allow yourself to pat yourself on the back as opposed to moving to the next task ahead without acknowledging what you were able to do. And I think in my next year, my big resolution is a continuation of getting better at enjoying my life. Someone just told me that what this was a therapy session and not a hosting game.
She doesn't even go here.
Do you even go to this school?
No, I just have a lot of feelings.
Okay, so when you set your New Year's resolutions, whoever is setting them specifically, are you good at keeping them?
I seem to extend my deadline, so eventually I keep them.
When you asked that question, I really had to think for a second, because I may make resolutions or things I want to commit to, but I don't really hold myself accountable or even keep up with whether or not I'm, sticking to the resolution.
Well, I'll be your accountability partner. So you just tell me what you want to do and I'll check it.
Okay.
You're going to be like, I'm blocking her by March.
Here's mine.
Learn to cook for one.
Yeah, I love cooking, but I always find myself throwing out half the food I prepare, so figured it's time to just start preparing the right amount of food for the right number of people, which is one.
Well, maybe you'll meet someone.
No, some people just don't meet someone. I'm fine with it. Really.
What's your worst New Year's story ever? Or your best?
When I was a little bit younger, my grandparents have a farm in Colombia in the coffee region, and Colombia has these bizarre New Year's traditions of running around the block with your luggage to say that you'll travel more and eating 12 grapes while you get 12 wishes. So those are kind of the resolutions, but you're doing everything at once and you're saying Happy New Year's to everyone and everything's happening right at 12, and it's craziness in the Latin family kind of way. And those moments I love.
I'm going to eat 12 grapes and run around with it.
Yeah, I know, but you have to do everything together and then throw some lentils because that brings prosperity or something. And Tamika, if you want accountability, you throw the lentils and then 12 months later, you're fishing lentils out of your purse. And you're like, why?
Right, okay.
New year, new man. All I gotta do is stick to the plan. Get more fit and a little tan. With that summer, hold the body, make the girlie say, so no more sugar for me. Donuts.
Okay, for this last game, I want y'all to choose a theme song for 2022. It can be anything, but maybe cite some specific lyrics and explain why it is your 2022 theme song. And even better, you can sing it for us. Okay, Tamika, what's your song?
All right. So my song for 2022 is Rock Steady, Baby. That's what I feel now. Let's call this song exactly what it is.
What it is.
Yeah. So the reason I chose that song, Rock Steady, I want to be steady and consistent. I don't want to necessarily be ahead and all these achievements and accomplishments or be behind. I want to be steady because I think steady and consistent wins the race.
Laura?
So mine, I'm not a very big music person, so I had to really think, and there's a song called Sunshine by One Republic that's feel good when you play it. And the lyrics that really stood out for me were running through this strange life, chasing all them green lights, throwing up the shade for a little bit of sunshine. So I think it's just no matter what's going on, even though we're all in this strange life, like focusing on that sunshine and focusing on those good moments.
As I was thinking about this, I wanted something, just like with my word, I wanted something big, like this girl is on fire or whatever it is. But a friend of mine brought to my attention, I don't know if you've heard of this artist because I haven't. Her name is Delta Goodrem. So there's a song that she has, I had to write it down because I haven't heard of it, called Dear Life. And the lyrics that I wrote down were like, time will change you, nothing lasts forevermore. The lights will blind you, illusions keep you wanting more. Just look past revolving doors to find what's real. So I was looking for this grandiose song, this grandiose word, like I'm gonna set this world on fire, but really it's not the bright lights, it's not the big thing. Maybe it's not the rise, the expansion, the whatever. Maybe it's like what's real and what's true. And being with you ladies and having this conversation, it's like, whoa, mind blowing for me.
I love it. I definitely resonate with that. Mine is, I think, kind of makes sense. I'm giving you good vibrations.
Hey, yes.
Good vibration. So I think, for me, I want to be I want to feel good, do things that make me feel good, prioritize things like the song that you said, Laura, we go, and we have a moment of sunshine, but we could also just go step in the sunshine. It's like we do all these things to be loved, but we could actually just have a real quality moment and love someone properly and be loved. This has been really fun, guys.
Yes, I just love you all. This was great.
Thank you guys for watching the Mom Thread. Continue the thread and tell us your 2022 theme song in the comments. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Bye.